Hi, Tory Bray here with Icanstamp2, and today I am going to start a series of beginner videos for card making. Today I am going to show you how to make a standard A2 sized card base that will fit in an A2 envelope. We're going to show you both the landscape oriented cut and the portrait oriented cut. This will be the base for your standard A2 cards. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a paper trimmer. This is Stampin' Up's Stampin' Trim paper trimmer. And we are going to take one sheet of our cardstock. And I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a ruler along here. I am going to slide my paper in with the 11.5 inch side against my straight edge here. And then I'm going to slide it down so that the 8.5 inch edge rests against the 5.5 inch grid mark. Just like that. Then I'm going to take the cutting blade, which on this trimmer is the dark blade, and I'm going to pull it toward myself. Now that's very important to do it toward your straight line. If you push away, it can move your paper and you'll get a crooked cut. So always toward your straight edge. And as you can see, we now have two 8.5 by 5.5 inch pieces of cardstock. I'm going to take one of those and I'm just going to turn it sideways and slide it back under my guide, and I'm going to put the 5.5 inch edge against the 4.25 inch grid mark. And that's what's really nice about this paper cutter, is that it is marked all the way across the cutter at every 1/4 inch. Now I'm going to take my scoring blade. I'm going to score our line when we're going to fold our card. And I'm just going to run that across there a couple times. And I don't know if you can see it, but there is a score mark here. You're simply going to fold your card on that score line. Match up your edges and corners. Then you're going to, on a nice hard flat surface, we're going to take a bone folder and we're going to burnish the edge, which is just a fancy way of saying rub it really hard, so that we have a nice crisp edge and a card. Now I'm going to show you the portrait-oriented card base. And this is our Stampin' Up! Pacific Point cardstock. I'm going to slide it into my paper trimmer here. Put the blades back to the other end. I'm going to put the 8.5 inch edge against my straight line this time. And I'm going to line it up, the 11 inch edge up at the 4.25 inch grid mark. Then we're going to cut. And I think you can probably guess we're just doing our cut and score marks backwards. At this point we have two 11 by 4.25 inches sized pieces of cardstock. So we'll take one of those and we will flip it around sideways with the 11 inch edge against our straight edge. And we're going to line up this 4.25 inch piece here at 5.5 inches. So that's going to be right in half there. And again, we're going to score that. Just run that across there a couple of times. And again, we have a score mark. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. We're going to fold there. Match up corners and edges. That's also very important, because even though you scored it straight, sometimes those little edges want to run away. They have a mind of their own. Burnish that edge again. And then there's your portrait-oriented card base. And then I want to show you that while one was cut landscape and one was cut portrait, you can actually turn the cards and use them either direction. So you can have, have it tall and open on the side, or, short, or, have it open as a wide card, or, flip toward the top. Either way. So stay tuned. On my next video, I'm going to show you how to create a simple 3-layer card where your designer paper, your printed paper, does most of the work. Until next time, remember, if I can stamp, you can too. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.